So 4 players that must come up big in preseason week 1. This is from Dawg Pound Daily. Number 4, Jordan Elliott, one of those young defensive tackles. Number 3, Jedrick Wills, a guy who was good in his rookie season, was really banged up last year. Number 2, David Njoku, tight end, got the big contract. And number 1, Grant Delpit. Let's start with Elliott. I think the preseason games are going to be huge for all of the younger defensive tackles. This is where you can show you deserve playing time.
Yeah, especially with Elliott, we're looking at someone who's in his 3rd year, top 100 pick. It's time to show what you can do it, or they're going to have to find your replacement. And from all indications, he's getting a lot of the starting run next to Taven Bryan. So we're going to get to see Elliott a good deal. He needs to show up and show out and show that he belongs and that he earned a spot in that rotation.
Yeah, and he will get the opportunity, and you're right, he needs to take advantage of Jedrick Wills. I think that's a guy that got a little bit – I'm going to defend him. Lack of a better – I'm going to defend him. I think he was playing on one leg. I think he tried to play through it. I don't think that's – if there's one position that you cannot afford to have a high ankle sprain and try to play through it, it's tackle, because you got, guys that are every bit as big as you flying at you, and you cannot plant and have that strong foundation that you need as a blocker.
Yeah, all I need to see out of Big Will is I need to see the health. I don't really need to see him. I like to see him finish blocks more and stuff like that. But as far as the preseason goes, health. That's all I want to see for Big Jed, is get out of this thing healthy.
Yeah, and again, take last year for what it was. He was banged up and tried to play through it, and his play suffered. All right, David Njoku, different story. I think he is a mismatch. I also want to see how Kevin Stefanski utilizes him. We may not see that in the first preseason game. I think that's as important as him playing well.
Yeah, you want to see that the money that you invested in was worth it. You want to see explosion. You want to see if they put him in scenarios where they can use him as a mismatch. Although they're not going to show their hand in the preseason, so don't expect too many exotic things. But you definitely want to see him be an integral part of the offense, really. You know what I mean? Like, not exactly the center point of the passing game, but like probably option B. You want to see him right there, utilized in the right way, and you want to see the actual commitment to getting him the ball.
Yeah, the thing I would say, I've always thought he was a matchup problem. Exploit that. Show me how you can exploit him as a matchup. A big guy that can run and is agile. You put a safety on him, not strong enough. You put a linebacker on him, not fast enough. Make teams pay.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to show us exactly their plan during the preseason with that, but you definitely want to see him be more of a part of the offense.
I agree with you. Grant Delpit's another guy. He was one of those guys like Jeremiah Usu-Koromo. The more I saw of him on the field, the more I want to see, and I want to see you expand his role.
Yeah, in the preseason, what you want to see out of Grant is you want to see the athleticism. You want to see the reaction time show up, the tackling, because they're not going to call any exotic blitzes. You're going to see him in basic shell coverages, but you still want to see that reaction time, that athleticism that kind of sets him apart from the other guys. That's really all you need to see out of him this preseason.
Yep, you want to make sure he's completely healthy and back to the guy he was before the Achilles injury.